Welcome to my realm, located beyond both time and space. It is well that thou art here. I am that which humans call Arceus. Now, I wish to know thine appearance. Alright, let's make ourselves. What is thy name? We're gonna go with our usual, of course. All is correct and as it should be? Yes. UrsidaeX. Soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee. A world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokemon. UrsidaeX. Seek out all Pokemon, and thou shalt find me once more. So as you guys can guess, I have started Pokemon Legends Arceus again. I played through nearly the entire thing. I still have my old save file. This is a different save file completely. But I wanted to hype myself up for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And of course, the moment I start recording, my phone decides to start going crazy. And it's all the roommates. Okay. I am moving today. Maybe not today that the video comes out, but I am moving today with my fiance and roommates. So there's gonna be 4 of us. I get my own loft for my setup, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. And I will have the whole setup and everything ready by the time Violet comes. I'm playing Violet by the time Violet comes out, so we get to have a ton of fun with all of that. But for now, we get to go back into Arceus and get to enjoy this beautiful game again. Wake up! Oh, do wake up, won't you? Are you alive, my boy? Who did I pick last time? I forgot who I picked. I think I picked Rowlet. I think I'm going to go with Oshawott. You gave me quite the shock falling from the sky like that. But thank goodness you seem unharmed. Who are you? I'd like to ask you the same. I mean, you fell out of the sky, you understand. Come now. Who in the world does that? I must say, your clothing is unusual. You wouldn't happen to have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? Doubt it. No. I see. You seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Might I offer some directions? Do you have somewhere around here you could stay? No, nowhere. So you don't know anyone here, and you don't even know where to spend the night. Well, this is a proper pickle indeed. Are you quite sure you'll be able to survive? Somehow, I guess. I see. Well, no gentleman would abandon a person in such need. Oh my, I'd completely forgotten. I had just caught up to these 3 runaway Pokemon when you tumbled out of the sky. It's almost as if they knew you'd appeared here. But do you even know what a Pokemon is? Of course I do. My, that's a relief. Though you fell from the sky, it seems you have some common ground, eh? Yes, well, these 3 Pokemon belong to me. Mysterious creatures that they are. Oh, yes. What might your name be? Oh, so you're called UrsidaeX. That name has quite a ring to it. I imagine it must have some lovely meaning. But I do apologize. I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Laventon. I'm something of a Pokemon professor. That is to say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Yes, Pokemon such as these... Oh, blast and bother, my darling Pokemon. Why must you run from me again? I'm terribly sorry, but do you think you could help me round them up? I beg you. Wait, you three, wait! We're back. We're back. In Pokemon. Arceus. Dark phone. It's a glowing peeping object over there. You found something that resembles a phone. It's probably your phone, but it's changed shape. You feel a strange power emanating from it. A message appeared on the screen. I bestow upon thee this Arc phone, and thy mission, seek out all Pokemon. Okay, cool. Alas, yet another miss. I'm glad you've come to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. I tried catching my little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at this sort of thing, you see. I'd like to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you a bit about these three first. Now, that one is Rowlet. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently it bathes using it. Oh, it battles using its sharp feathers. That one over there is Cyndaquil. The fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up whenever it is surprised or irate. Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott. Oshawott naps while floating on the water, and it can battle using the shell-like object on its belly. Oh my, I nearly forgot to cover the most crucial thing. How to go about catching Pokemon. Here you are, my boy. Pokeballs. Throw these at Pokemon to catch them. But that won't do for an explanation, will it? I do apologize. Let me be more thorough. Now, I've mentioned already that Pokemon are strange, marvelous creatures. What's so strange about them, you ask? Well, each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to minuscule size. That's where the Pokeball comes in. Pokeballs are a recent invention, you see. Throw one of them at a Pokemon and the Pokemon will shrink down, fit inside the ball, comfy as can be. And with that, you've caught a Pokemon. I know we've just met, but I'm afraid I've no one else to turn to. I'd be awfully grateful if you could catch my 3 runaways. Now, the proper technique is to take aim at the Pokemon, then let the ball fly. It's quite simple. Though far be it from me to say so. I suppose I've given my own dire lack of skill in this area. Wonderful, you've caught a Pokemon! Seems you've quite the knack for this Pokemon catching business. Jolly useful skill to have around here. Only 2 of my darling runaways left now. Still, this is most unusual. You don't seem fearful of Pokemon in the slightest. I can hardly believe it. Incredible! You know, many people fear to even approach Pokemon, never mind catch them. Bravo indeed. Just one more to go. Let's wrap up this sharpish, shall we? I'm afraid that can happen. Pokeballs are hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another go, old boy. Thank you very much indeed. What a relief to have them all back. You see, the 3 Pokemon you caught have only just arrived at the village with help with our research. They won't listen to anyone. As I mentioned, they bolted from the village, almost as if they knew you'd come falling. But I must say, I was taken aback by how well you use Pokeballs. How is it that you catch Pokemon so ably when you've only just arrived here? One can't help but think there's a reason you appeared here and now. Seek out all Pokemon? The object is an ARC phone, you say? What odd device? Could it be guiding you somehow? If you'll indulge me for a moment, there's something I'd like to share with you. You see, I have a dream to compile this region's first complete record of its Pokemon. We in the field call such a catalog a Pokédex. Yes, a proper Pokédex is a wonderful work of research containing detailed records of all the Pokemon to be found in a region. But in order to properly document Pokemon, one must, of course, catch them. And therein lies the rub, I'm afraid. Pokeballs have only just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill of using them. Enter you, a person with a clear talent for catching Pokemon. Your goal is to seek out every Pokemon, and mine is to have all those Pokemon caught. A situation ripe for teamwork, don't you agree? Come now, what do you say? Shall we help one another out, my boy? You've convinced me! Then whoever and wherever you may be, from wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. We have a Pokédex to complete. First things first, let's get these Pokemon back to the village. Then we'll sort out your lodgings and find you some proper clothes and a meal and all that. Follow me, onward to Jubilife Village. I actually almost just said Jubilife City. Thank you for your tireless work keeping us safe, my good guardsman. This young man was of great assistance to me and my Pokemon, so I hope you'll forgive my bringing him into the village for a bit. Beautiful little town. I still can't help but look at the Galarian wheezing in the background. The smokestack. This way, if you please. Jubilife Village. It's come a long way thanks to the fine people of the Galaxy Expedition team. This road we're on now is the locals as Canala Avenue. The village was built scarcely 2 years ago. There's not much to it yet. And since we know so little of local Pokemon, people hesitate to step foot outside the village. Now, the impressive building up ahead is of Galaxy Hall headquarters. Oh, botheration, I'd almost forgotten. I need to go and report that we successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. Might I ask you to wait for me at the canteen? It's just past the bridge there, to the left. The Wallflower, it's called. Your arc phone is beeping. Somehow it seems to show you where you need to go next. Oh. How I miss this game. There's the Galarian Weezing. Wow. Saw Pachirisu up there. Where's that Magikarp? Is it around the back or was it around the other side? I thought there was a gold Magikarp somewhere. Might be around the other side. I don't know. I might be going crazy. Why do I not remember the scaffolding? Am I crazy? Wait, am I crazy? Is there... Does the scaffolding go away? Well, now, aren't you awfully suspicious? Wallflowers for Galaxy Team folk only. We don't have seats for outsiders. Move along. Who are you? I've never seen anyone dressed like you are. What if you were attacked by a Pokemon? You'd be minced meat with those flimsy clothes. If a guard let you through, you must have ties with somebody in the village. Perhaps you've met Professor Laventon? He's a scholar from a faraway place. His Pokemon do get away from him at times, though it makes me a bit worried for him. I suppose I'm hardly one to talk. I've had some trouble with Pokemon myself. I was hit by a Pokemon move called Thunder Shock not long ago and had to take to my bed. But the professor, well, I do wonder how long he'll last. Unfortunately, it's just as Akari says. I'm a clumsy sort of fellow. Oh, unfortunately, it's just as Akari says. I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Professor! But everything will be quite alright now. Ursa's here to help us with our has agreed to help us with our Pokedex. Yeah? Excuse me, you plan to appoint him to the Survey Corps? You can't just slap a badge on whoever you like without Captain Celine's permission. I'll allow it. Captain Celine! Assuming the individual can contribute to the Survey Corps, that is. I'm the captain of the Galaxy Team's Survey Corps. You may call me Celine. Professor Laventon has told me how you helped secure his Pokemon when they slipped his control. And now it seems you would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. You look to be 15 or so? Quite old enough to work for your keep. But we can't simply take on a stranger who wanders in among us, without any idea of their skills or origins. Tomorrow, we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. Oh ho! A most reasonable decision, Captain. Now, would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor. That's quite alright. I prefer to eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distraction. Aloof as always, I see. Well, no matter. The rest of us can share a meal and some pleasant conversation then, eh? Benny, old chum! The usual potato mochi, if you please, but make it for 3 today. Wonderful stuff, Benny. Much obliged. Your potato mochi never fails to please. Professor Laventon, where exactly did you meet our visitor here? Well, you know that great hole in the sky? The one people call the space-time rift? Our new friend fell right out of it. You can't be serious. Come now, I am a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomena. I concern myself only with facts. Now, You already know there are many Pokemon here in the Hisui region. That there are. In the grass, in the forest, by the water, wherever they lay. Our job as the Survey Corps is to research them and find out what kind of creatures they are. Well, we know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. It's all but impossible to know what kinds of powers they might possess, and what sorts of wondrous things they can do. And that's where Ursa will come in. He successfully caught 3 Pokemon. 3 of them in quick order, you understand. Nobody in the Galaxy team is capable of a feat such as that. This means we can finally begin our Pokemon research in earnest. 3? We have a hard enough time trying to catch even one when wild Pokemon come after us. Well, to be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack. But the key to catching Pokemon is getting close enough to aim your Pokeball well, and it seems our new friend is fearless enough to do just that. Does the Survey Corps really have the leeway to be enjoying a leisurely meal with this outsider? Captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi, you know. The slow progress on the Pokedex of yours clearly has her on edge. I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain's stress eating soon enough. Now have your fill, Ursa. And think, if you make it into the Galaxy team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides for all its members' needs, even if said members fell out of the sky. It was quite delicious indeed. Yes, the food was lovely, but more importantly, do you remember that Ursa has a trial to pass to join the Survey Corps, don't you? Not to worry, I have complete confidence in his skills. Let's hope it is not misplaced. Ursa, was it? For tonight, at least, we will provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. I got a home. If you fail to pass the trial we put to you tomorrow, you must move on. You'll be expelled from the village to meet your fate, and perhaps your death in the wilds. Captain Zentline's somewhat like Hisui, in that they're both quite harsh. Now, she simply puts on a stern front to help keep us all safe. At any rate, I think it's time we turned in for the night, eh? It's a good thing we can't fall out of the futons we sleep in here. I imagine our new friend has enough falling for one day. And with that, I bid you both a good night. Yes, good night. Rift in the sky. People falling from it. The world is full of mysteries. It's the Shadow Realm. I just want to get to the catching of Pokemon. Cute, cozy. Where do I shit? That's what I want to know. Survey tips contain useful information. Tell me how to save. I know how to save very well. And we rest. Wait, can I change my... Oh, okay, I can't change my clothes yet. Yes.